Jessica Marshall here, the Times Union's resident figure skating expert. If you have been watching the Olympic figure skating competition in Milano Cortina, you may have been hearing a lot of buzz about backflips. American skater Ilya Malinin and French skater Adam Xiaohim-Fa both did backflips in their programs this week in Milano Cortina. Now, the backflip is really exciting to watch, but it's actually worth 0 points. Also, there's a pretty long history of the backflip in figure skating. It goes back way farther than most people think. It started in 1976 when U.S. champion Terry Kubica went to Innsbruck, the Olympics in 1976, and performed a backflip in the competition. Shortly after that, the International Skating Union banned the backflip. The reasons were a little cloudy, but it came down to basically they thought it was too dangerous, and also it violated the rule that all jump elements had to be landed on one foot. Terry Kubica landed on 2 feet. Now, fast forward about 22 years to 1998 at the Nagano Olympic Games. French skater Surya Bonali was in 6th place after the short program. She didn't really have much of a chance of medaling. She'd been suffering from pretty serious injuries. And she threw an illegal backflip into her program, but she landed it on 1 foot. And it sparked a lot of conversation about this element back then. But it wasn't until 2024 French skater Adam Xiaohim-Fa threw a backflip in his program at the 2024 World Championships. It was an illegal move at the time, and he lost 2 points for it. But after that, there was a lot of momentum to bring the backflip back to legality in figure skating, and lo and behold, the next year it was made legal. Many other skaters have performed backflips in exhibitions. Scott Hamilton is probably one of the most famous skaters to do backflips, but he never did it in competition. The only other skater that ever did it in competition was Doug Mattis in 1991. He put an illegal backflip in his program at the 1991 U.S. Championships. The fact remains, though, that a lot of skaters are still not doing backflips in their competitive programs. A lot of skaters and their teams believe that it is not worth the risk of injury to try a backflip, and others think it's just not worth the return on investment since it's not worth any points. But again, it looks pretty cool. What do you think of the backflip? Do you want to see more backflips in figure skating or other gymnastic moves? And if you have any questions about Olympic figure skating, please leave them in the comments or email us at podcast@timesunion.com.